What's up, everybody? It's Fear here, back with another episode of All the Mods 10. In today's episode, we're going to do some Mekanism reactors. This is another thing that I've never done before. I've spent a little bit prepping all the stuff we might need. So, yeah, that is what I've done. And before we start building that, I'll show you a little setup that I had to build. In my engineer dungeon. We got this here. Let me activate it. These let you hold any type of gas or liquid. I think they can even hold solids and basically teleport it anywhere you want on a set channel. We have two electrolytic separators making us hydrogen and oxygen. This machine takes oxygen and mixes it with sulfur dioxide, which is what this thing is making. And then it gives us, can't even see, sulfur trioxide. And then I think that this one just makes water vapor. This one takes the sulfur trioxide, water vapor, mixes it into sulfuric acid. This one looks like it just turns fluorite in the hydrofluoric acid. Oh, it takes the sulfuric acid, mixes it with the fluorite, and it makes the hydrofluoric acid. Machine just enriches the uranium ingot into yellow cake uranium. Sends that here, turns it into uranium oxide. And our last machine is the hydrofluoric acid from over there, mixed with the uranium oxide to get uranium hexafluoride. You take the uranium hexafluoride, put it through an isotopic centrifuge, which then turns it into fissile fuel. Fissile fuel, no clue. We already, as you can see, we already have 1 million megabuckets of that. So I'm probably just gonna, oh yeah, and we just have our ME wireless with an extended interface so that we can put things that it can grab. Like this one's grabbing the sulfur. This one's grabbing the fluorite. Let's grab the uranium. And we also upgraded it with the crafting card. So if this is short and we're out, I have essence. And it will take this essence to make more as it needs it. See, it just used it. And that way it'll use everything. You just have to make a crafting recipe for it up in your crafting system. And it's completely automated. So once you, obviously it's kind of fast. It uses it up and we already have a lot, so I'm going to turn them off for now. But there's a lot of setups on these. I don't know if you want to see a more detailed one, but I just watched someone else's video and got this idea because it seemed very complex and I've never done it before, so I just used a nice little guide. Find a link to the video I watched and put it in the description. I can do that. So we want to go to Mekanism reactors. I have no idea what I'm building. I'm just gonna kind of follow what they have, like this here. I think this is like the storage where you will store your power, because I guess these reactors make quite a bit of power. I guess I'll sleep. I was gonna set it on peaceful just to build, but it's fine. I'll just sleep it off. Now we just built this over here because I don't know if it's gonna be radioactive. One of these makes radioactive waste, and I don't know how far it reaches, but hopefully it can't reach my base from here if something goes wrong. Okay, so first we'll build our storage 5 by 5 by 5. Let's see, do we need to put this stuff in first? It looks like it's empty. So it looks like we just drop it in the back. Well, we don't have very much. Like that, I'm guessing. And then you just fill it in. There we go. I saw the red. All right. Capacity is 409 GFE. I don't know what that gazillion. I not sure what that means, but it is what it is. It says we need one input and one output. Okay. I guess that's to get the power out of it. Now we want to build the fission reactor. Where can I get a little outline of this thing? Like that. Okay. So is this one a 5 by 5 as well? With the fuel rod in the middle and 3 ports. 4 ports. Okay. Is that this one? Fission reactor? Looks like it. So I guess we want it to be on this side. So the turbine will be over here, and then the turbine can feed the power to that. Okay. 1 port on each side. Put this in the back. We can make the circuit back here, I guess. Okay. And then 2 rods. Do I need to change the... I guess I probably change it after. So what do we want? Coolant input, coolant output. I think the coolant output is what we want for the turbine. I think that's going to be the steam. So we probably want the steam to come out on this side. And then be the fuel to... input, and then probably the waste to come out the back. All right. Okay, so we put the glass in. Glass. It's there. Glass is here. Now we put the rod in. And then glass here. There was no effect. No glass here. That would probably be why. There we go. All right, well, that's nice. We got 2 things set up. I'm going to build all 3 before I start turning this stuff on. Okay. So this is the quest to get the fuel. And then we're going to have to dump the waste into the barrel. Okay. We have to build this turbine. This thing is huge. Okay. Says the minimum is 5 by 5. What kind are we building? This is not 5 high. This is way higher than 5. I'm guessing it's going to look like this. So what kind of 1, 2, 3, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 high. Oh, it's getting dark. Let me grab a sleeping bag. Okay, let's see. And now we can start building this thing. Turbine casing, glass. Let's just grab it all. Put this stuff up there because I don't need this first. So it looked like it was. Have it in the back. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. 3, 4. And 1 of 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That was way too high. It's only 6 above the bottom. Okay, so that should be the basic outline. That thing is absolutely huge. Okay. We want. Looks like those are some kind of port. 2 turbine valves. Turbine valves are used to pump in steam as well as pumping out the power that the turbine creates. Okay. So the steam's going to be coming from this side, so and the power is going to be going into there, so that's perfect for us. Looks like the saturating condenser is what's around the top, and it looks like the vents are what's underneath. Oh, I think I get it now. Okay. I think okay. I think this is too high. I think first goes the coil layer and then goes this layer. So it's like coil at the top. Where's the coil? I guess I thought I needed it for the other thing. Okay. Let's just make this real quick. Here we go. It's placed directly on top. Yep. So what happens is this is at the top. So saturating condensers is the one that's with the coil. Okay. That's all I'm trying to figure out here. And then this thing goes underneath that. This goes with the pressure dispenser. Pressure disperser. Why do I keep calling it dispenser? Okay. And now under that is all these vents. Turbine vent. Okay, well that's that. I think that's all everything that goes besides the glass. Nope, turbine. Does anything go at the bottom? Blades just dangle there. Okay. We should just put the glass here. And this should hopefully just spring into action. This thing isn't radioactive, so that's the good part. That did not work. Are we missing anything? What did we do wrong? Oh, you know what? I did the same thing every time. I think there has to be glass at the bottom. That would probably be why it was floating. Then we put that there, and there we go. Okay. Just a small little mishap right there. Alright, so we got all these set up. Now it's getting the hard part done. Make sure this thing doesn't explode. Okay, hazmat. Water coolant pumping into a port. Okay, we need to get up our kitchen sink. Yeah, I should probably like build a building around this where I do it, but we'll be fine. Creeper comes and blows this up, then whole base might be gone. That's not good. That is not good at all. You know what? I'm just gonna use Mekanism stuff because we're already in Mekanism. Mechanical pipes. F4. Okay. Well, it's filling up with water. Perfect. This is the input for the fissile fuel. This is why we have this. This should go right on the front, and we should be able to do fissile fuel. Actually, let me clear everything. Set. Now we should. Is it a fluid or a chemical? Pretty sure it's a chemical. Output. Is it filling up? It already filled up. 16 millibuckets. I mean, 16,000 millibuckets. And we also need. This is the thing that I'm afraid of, the waste. This is what we need, though, for. Isn't this. Oh, it's. Oh, that's not. For sure. Pretty sure we want this for the steam that's going to come out. And we want to pump the steam directly into there. And this is where the power is going to come out of. Then we're going to. And I should pump it in. Let's make a couple of these. Let's see. Oops. Right. We want to make. What do we want? Neuron activator. This thing. Which means we're going to have to make this thing. Just that. And this needs these. Just that. Okay, this is a lot of steps. Which needs that. Okay, those we actually have. That was it, right? Let's see, let's go stick this in here. I think we have a set. Yeah, down here. We start with that. I start with that. Then we turn that into that. That goes into this. That goes into that. Let's make like. What is it called? Neutron activator. Let's make 2 more. I don't know how much they can store. I feel like they're kind of cheap, so I'll just make a couple more. The thing is that I was told you cannot break these tubes if they have stuff in them, or that will let the radioactive waste like out. I don't know the safe way of doing it. I guess turning off the reactor and letting the rest of it drain out. But well, we have a lot, and we have some waste barrels as backup, and these tubes hold a lot as well. So these are gonna have to be powered, aren't they? No, well they use solar power, right? So let's see, cobblestone. Yeah, we're definitely gonna have to build like a big warehouse around this thing, because this is something that we need to keep safe before it blows up everything. I guess we want the cable to come out and down. Where's my bed? Let me sleep real quick. Almost ready to test it. Almost ready. I guess I could just do it like that. And then pipe the rest out here to some barrels. So the barrels are safe. The barrels can hold a lot. You can break the barrels, but you can't break the pipes because obviously then the gas will just go everywhere. So hopefully this setup will work. I guess they're just gonna input to each other. I mean, these we probably can't break either. Oh, maybe because they technically store it inside, so only these. Because if you break it, then everything that's in there has to go somewhere. But I mean, it looks like this thing's about ready to start. I don't. All right, I'm kind of scared. I've never done this, and it looks pretty bad if you mess up. So got water in, waste out the back, fossil fuel in the front. The steam should come out this side. Should power this, which should charge this. All right. Wow, why does it sound like that? I mean, the temp is going up. I don't know when it's good or bad. It's just like, okay, it looks like we've reached our peak heat. Okay, that's fine. I'm kind of scared. So that's the heat. Is it producing steam? It does say there's steam in here. It's producing 400. It's producing very slow. Actually, that's kind of quick. Nothing is spinning though. We might be able to turn this up, but for now. Is it going into the barrel? See, now I'm afraid to break everything because, yeah, the problem is that it's going into here. Hopefully this doesn't, okay, so apparently you cannot break it. I'm glad I didn't break it. Okay, so let me turn this thing off. Yeah, we need to turn this off. I mean, this did make some, yeah, we can definitely crank this up. Problem is that it's flowing into these barrels when I want them to go into here. Now it says they're all empty. These are empty, empty, empty. Why is everything empty? Where is this fuel going? I wonder if it's decaying before I can even... I'm making so little. Okay. Well, it's empty, empty, and empty, so we should be safe to break these. I guess the barrels aren't needed if we're going that slow. We can save these for later. Alright, everybody, let's finish what we started. I'm back a few days later just to finish this up. I tested it out. I did figure out how to make it work. Here's my setup. I just made sure I fixed it. Got water running to pressurized reaction chamber. Got pressurized tube to pump out the waste into a solar neutron activator. And then when that's done, the polonium comes over here, mixes with the fluorite dust. Fluorite dust, I'm pretty sure, is just crushed fluorite, which we already need to make the fuel to begin with anyway, so you should have a lot of this. Yeah, it's just crushed. And then the spent waste goes into this barrel, and it's empty because the barrels over time will get rid of the waste. Slowly, but they do. So let's start it back on and see. I think we turned it up a little bit because it was going pretty slow. But then again, this is also, I think this is the smallest reactor you can make. So, and this obviously isn't insane. The G is basically billion, so it can hold 400 billion, which is actually super good, but it's pretty slow at this rate with this small of a reactor. So the waste comes in here, gets turned into polonium, which gets put in here. I think at 1,000 millibuckets is when it combines with the fluorite dust. So we'll just give that a second. I guess I could turn this up, but I'm also I'm really afraid of radioactivity. I don't know how to deal with it. Yeah, the machine's a little loud, but I mean, it is a reactor, so it makes sense. Okay, almost there. 1,000, there we go. And boom. Polonium pellet. And the main reason we wanted those is for our mech suit. Oh, that is something I did not know we need. We need antimatter pellets. Polonium to antimatter. Yeah, we're gonna need a bigger reactor, most likely. Well, we'll let this run. We'll maybe get like, I don't know, maybe like a stack of pellets. Let's turn this up. Oh yeah, it doesn't work in the nighttime. Yeah, this, see, it's decaying pretty slowly. Just so you don't have any waste just sitting around. So either I might make a bigger reactor in the downtime, or just wait it out until we get enough and then move it into the other machine. I'm guessing this is the supercritical phase shifter that we're gonna have to build. Do I need the other pellet? We in fact do. How do we get this one? Isotropic centrifuge. Yeah, we're gonna need a bigger reactor. So I guess I'll work on that in the downtime, because we're gonna need a lot more of all of this stuff. Because that is not enough of anything. To be honest, I'll probably just make a second one. I think I might be able to just put more fuel rods in here as well. But yeah, we'll see. Well, we figured it out. Thanks for joining. I guess we'll figure out the antimatter pellets soon and get the mech suit on the way. So thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. See you in the next episode. Peace.